Fifth dimension, Aquarius I am. We in the Aquarius age for the next 2,000 years, you dig?
Swing low, time to move on. Light years in time, ahead of our time.
I want to free your mind by helping you understand the zodiac signs. That's right, you're live with Aquaman in the zodiac zone where the cosmos is your home. I'm your very own Anpu, the real urban guru, coming through on the mothership. So let's open up your cosmic memory bank and swing down to earth where the shit stain. Peace, peace. Welcome to Hip Hop Astrology TV, everyone. I'm your host, Anpu, the real urban guru, coming back through, man. Woo-wee. I'm glad to be back in full swing, man. Had to take a quick family vacay. Today, we're talking about Dick Gregory, a legend by some accounts, a giant in many people's lives. Dick Gregory made transition back to the ancestral realm, back to the heavenly father and mother yesterday, August the 19th. On the eve of the solar eclipse that is taking place tomorrow, Monday, August the 21st, in the year that you know of as 2017. Today's conversation is going to be bonkers, very prophetic, very mind-blowing, and you, the listener, the observer, need to get your consciousness, your mind, you need to get it together and quickly. But before we get started, man, I'm gonna go to the break. Be right back.
Are you plagued by trauma, abandonment, or abuse? The Imagination Guru has helped thousands just like you overcome emotional memories that prevent you from happiness and success using the power of your mind. Overcome your trauma, overcome your abandonment, overcome your abuse by first making the decision right now to call the Imagination Guru at 1-877-345-3797 and live the life you deserve.
Peace, this is Shantae. I want to say how much I love 2L Love Fund. I've gotten my bills paid many times. I've helped other people get their bills paid. I love it. It always comes at the right time, and I would tell anybody and everybody to at least try it because it works.
Okay, so, man, oh man, oh man. Where do I start, man? And first, let me say this. I got the Solar and Lunar Eclipse Specials. I've been telling y'all about this and telling y'all. Y'all go watch these videos that starts with Venus Williams in this new cycle of videos I done. And I keep telling y'all, the eclipse mark a point where something dramatic is going to happen. Whether it be the Charlottesville, whether it be the death of Dick Gregory. I keep showing y'all. So get this Eclipse Special because technically today, the 20th, is the deadline. All right. Programming Your Outer Space is a webinar that's taking place next week, the 27th, the last Sunday of the month, 12 noon. I'm going to show you today what we did on a collective level on how you should start participating in cosmic consciousness on programming outer space. But in this webinar, I'm going to also show you how to do it for your personal self, the negative energy that you have. Oh, yeah, you got it. Everybody does. Okay? I'm going to show you how to get into this birth chart dealing with the cosmic energy. So get over to myastrologycoach.com, click on the events tab, get to that webinar, August the 27th. Be there or be, I ain't going to even see be a square because a square is really a master. But that's a whole nother science. So let's get into the groove of things, man. I got some clips that I'm going to play from Dick Gregory's interview with the Breakfast Club. 3 clips that I want to play. The first one is Charlemagne asks him, what's the solution? And Dick Gregory said, there ain't no solution. I'll make a comment before I play that because there's two reasons. It's two things I want to comment on because he said it ain't no solution to this problem. Charlemagne said, well, we know all the problems that exist, but what's the solution? He said, it ain't no solution. There is a solution. See, the reason why he would say it ain't a solution is because sometimes you can get so warped and obsessed with the conspiracy that you would never ever see a solution, because to have a solution means there ain't no conspiracy. Okay? But that old frame of thought is dead. Thus, the Dick Greg has made transition. But he gave the solution inside of the interview. He gave the solution. Okay? And the second clip, as part of the solution, he talks about the indigo children are the people who are in Silicon Valley, white boys, who are smart as hell, and the universal God sent these smart white boys down here into Silicon Valley because he had enough of the old school white boy, the racist white boy. And he called these Silicon Valley geniuses, he called them indigo children. Interesting, because I was just on Brother Rich show on Black Magic 363. We actually recorded that show on August the 4th, okay? 8 days before the Charlottesville stuff happened. So we was on that show talking about how the union is the angle and the solution to this problem, because it was the union who actually battled the Confederates, and that's how black folks got free. And again, like I said on my live stream at Black and Nobel last weekend, well, 2 days ago, Friday, the only place that's debatable is in this little aspect of what we call a conscious community, where black people then got so damn smart and got so damn black and pro-black that they can't admit to the facts that white folks was on the Underground Railroad helping black folks out. They can't admit to the fact that Abe Lincoln and the Union Army, the North, came down south and got niggas free. They will always try to interject a conspiracy that says, well, they didn't want to do it. It wasn't because they were moral. They saw that there was a lot of money to be made if they get niggas free. Well, listen, man, we always say this. They could have chained your black ass up to a machine up north and kept you as an industrial slave. Why let you be free, where you buy houses, you buy cars, you participate in government, you own things now, you are a boss now. Rick Ross said every day on his Twitter, it is a perfect day to boss up. We're talking about Aquarius, who Rick Ross is. That's why he got Abe Lincoln tattooed on him. We talking about bossing up. The August 21st, tomorrow's eclipse is in Leo. Leo is the boss. Barack Obama, first black president. Boss. Okay? Bossing up. Leo is the children, the inner child in you. What did you give up on that you was a child? What are your inner dreams that you gave up on and you punked out on? It's time for you to reclaim that and boss up on a personal level. Okay? So it's a fact, Jack, that the Union Army is the ones who came down and got niggas free. If it was a conspiracy, I don't care what it was, because niggas got free. I'm always going to find God. I'm not going to give the power away to somebody else, and the diabolical ones, the reptilians is going to get us. The conspiracy guys are going to get us. They. No, we got the keys. Shout out to Khalid. That's why he had a book. I got the keys, right? The keys with the lion on the cover. That is God's talking through people, stars, to get your attention, to awaken you, to get to the next level of cosmic consciousness. I'm going to prove it today with the Dick. Okay? So in clip 2, he talks about the indigo children. These white boys in Silicon Valley are actually part of the solution. Okay? I agree. I agree with you 1,000%. How can you not be when you see Apple, when you see all these great companies doing business with hip hop culture, right? And They are, to a degree, let's just keep it a thou wow. There's money to be made, and there are a lot of families who are benefiting. See, the problem with some of you niggas, I'm gonna tell you this. You want to be a poor, righteous teacher, and then you equate intelligence with the struggle. Therefore, the struggle is anti-success. Struggle and success ain't the same thing. So when you see success, you see Jay-Z, you see Beyonce. That's some of you. That's your niggas trigger. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Oh, Illuminati. That's your trigger right there, because you can't stomach success, because you hate success, because you are addicted to the struggle. That is dead now, gone. Step your game up, because you can't serve, or you can, but you can't serve two masters at once. Either you on the side with the Illuminati and the devil, or you understand that it's nothing but God in the world and you on that side. Pick one. Okay? The third clip I'm going to roll is, he definitely gives us the solution. Dick Gregory talks about Napoleon. And he talks about how they got that ass whooped in Haiti. Ooh, I love this conversation. How they got that ass whooped in Haiti. The French got that ass whooped in Haiti. And when Napoleon got that ass whooped in Haiti, the real white boy stepped in and said, get the hell up out of there, because these boys know and research a spiritual science called voodoo. And I ain't talking about the sacrificing chickens and cutting the goats that you think of. That's old school magic. That don't even work no more like that. It worked, but that ain't what it is. There's a new level that deal with what Dick Gregory called the spiritual atom that is invisible. So I'm going to roll that clip for you too. So in fact, let me go ahead and let me roll these clips for you. Let me find it. And I'm about to roll clip number 1. It's that simple. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You ain't got to worry about nothing. So let's get into the juice, because I'm show you. Because see, you got to understand something. He's talking about an unseen force, and he's talking about this universal God, this cosmic God. And once you know the science of the time, shout out to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who came with the theology of time. Theo meaning God, ology meaning study of. The study of God and time. He who knows the time is the one that is working directly with God, directly as his representative, his direct speaker. And I'm going to tell you that the priesthood, myself, Minister Jew, and those who rock with us, we are in charge of the cosmic clock of consciousness and time. I'm just going to have to put that out there. All right. So let me validate this stuff for you. Dick Gregory, born October the 12th, 1932, if the public record is correct. Please note that the planet Uranus is in the red cursor. It sits what appears to be inside of or behind the Pisces constellation, deep in between the two fish, way back there in 1932. We speeded up to his transition date of 2017, August the 19th. Please note the planet Uranus is in the same position because he's 84 years old. I know that Uranus takes 84 years to make one complete revolution. Dick Gregory exited this plane off a Uranus cycle, Uranus consciousness. Uranus rules Aquarius. Aquarius is the age that we're in for the next 2,000 years. Aquarius I am, as you hear in the intro, the one who is telling you the truth about time, which is nothing more than a measurement. So, I want to bring your attention to February the 10th, 1933. Why? Because I kept telling y'all, get these eclipse specials from me, because you must understand some things, ladies and gentlemen. You must understand the solar and lunar eclipses before you were born, and then the pair that is after your birth, because you sit in between these two cosmic portals. Yes, you do. This is an astronomical fact. So on February the 10th, 1933, please note that it was a lunar eclipse in front of the Lion constellation. This is a fact. Okay? Google me, baby. Try me. Try me. Okay? There's a lunar eclipse. So at this time, Dick Gregory is only a couple years old. He's a baby. Okay? He's just a baby. The next slide, you see on February 1831, the 11th, okay, Nat Turner saw an eclipse that was visible over Virginia, as in Charlottesville, Virginia, okay? And later in the story, it says on August the 13th, there was another solar eclipse in which the sun appeared bluish green, possibly the result of lingering atmospheric debris from the eruption of Mount St. Helens in the present-day Washington state. Turner interpreted this as the final sign. About a week later, on August 21st, he began the uprising. Please note, on February the 11th, 1831, on that solar eclipse, Turner envisioned, imagination. Shout out to theimaginationguru.com, my brother, Minister Jew. He envisioned this as a black man's hand reaching over the sun. Note, this was February the 11th, 1831. On February the 10th, 1933, that eclipse, okay, was the same one that Nat Turner basically was dealing with. It's the same energy because we're on the same date. There's a pair of eclipses. One is solar, one is lunar. Nevertheless, February 10th, February the 11th, it's the same energy. Dick Gregory is in alignment when he's born with the energy on the day that Nat Turner got a vision. Can we say amen? Now, I got a picture here on a slide of Abraham Lincoln with a burnt face. Shout out to my girl Gianna, who hit me up and said, yo, in Illinois, they burnt the statue of Abe. So let me be clear about this, because this is not a bad thing. This is God. See, if you rocking with us, you already know that we already did on myastrologycoach.com. Go to the shop tab. Free downloads. It's absolutely free. The Great American Eclipse. It's a zip folder. It got 2 MP3s in there and a PDF. And I'm explaining, basically I'm going over a PowerPoint presentation with you. And I said at the end, on the eclipse, you want to envision the face of Abraham Lincoln. But see, the spirit world, y'all ever listen to a guy named Bobby Hemmett? If you haven't, you need to. Okay, but Bobby never gave you application, but he gave you the facts of the theory. The priesthood is the practical part to show you how to do it. So Bobby would be like, I got on the phone with the spirit world, or he'd say something that totally blew my mind. We was on a ritual, we was on the beach, and we did a goddamn ritual, and then next thing you know, a bridge fell down in Minnesota. And I said, did he just say that he was thinking about something or doing something? Because ceremony ain't nothing but an intense concentration of something that you're thinking about. And then based off that intense concentrated thought, it produced an external stimuli called an external event. Did he just say that? He did. He also said that when CNN and them boys attacked Jeremiah Wright, I think is his name, the pastor of Barack Obama, not too far afterwards, a tornado came through Atlanta and basically crashed the CNN center. He said that. And I said, wow, that's the force of God that everybody say God has. But I think that you don't believe in God so much, you're afraid to ask for a sign because you're an atheist at the heart and you don't really know it. Okay. But anyway, Abe Lincoln being burnt in the sun because February the 11th, the day that Nat Turner sees his vision, February the 10th, the first eclipse that Dick Gregory goes through as a little baby, a couple months old, is the birthday of Abraham Lincoln, who's born on the 12th of February. All of this is in the same zone. You got to understand this, okay? All right. So This actually happened on, I think it was the 16th when they burned this Abraham Lincoln thing. But that was just a divine sign from the creator to say the work is already done. See, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all always like movies like Matrix is so deep. Ooh, I love the Matrix. I love the Matrix. But do you know how to program the Matrix? Do you know how to be Neo or Morpheus or the Oracle in the Matrix? Or are you just a mere victim of the Matrix? Huh? I really want to have that kind of dialogue with you. The Oracle told Neo, you're here to figure out why you made the decision. I thought you would have understood that by now. So it's already made. You're here to understand why you made it, because the why will get you to a place of elevation in your consciousness. All right. So let's move it on to the next slide. August the 12th. Why am I dealing with August the 12th? Because in the previous slide, I showed you that August the 13th was another solar eclipse. That was the final sign that Nat Turner had and said, I must start my rebellion. But August the 12th is the day in our reality that Charlottesville attack happens. Facts. Facts. Happens on August the 12th. Now, in the video on Black Magic 363, Brother Rich channel, myself and Minister Jew went on there. It's the one talking about the priesthood, Minister Jew, Noble Anpu, the solar eclipse, right? The American eclipse. Although it came out like 6 days ago, we did that video on August the 4th. It was a Friday. Brother Rich was trying to hold on to the video as we got closer to the eclipse to release the video. But 8 days later, this Charlottesville attack happened, dealing with this Confederate and Union energy stuff. And Rich couldn't hold it no more and said, well, damn, I got to put it out now. And he put it out. Rich called me yesterday and just said, listen, brother, I just want to thank you and give you your props while you alive. What Nori could be saying, what Nori be saying. I want to give you your roses while you still alive, while you can still smell them and inhale them, right? Because y'all the only niggas that was talking about the Confederate Union aspect, and no sooner than you talked about it, the shit happened 8 days later. Facts. So when you go back and you listen to that video, that's not a response of Charlottesville. Charlottesville is only a response based off the work that we put in. And I can show you the spiritual work that we put in Charlotte, which is a whole nother dialogue. Maybe I'll show you that in Programming Your Outer Space. And that webinar next Sunday, it's going to be a long one. I'm talking about come on through, cancel everything that you got going on, because this is the deepest shit that you're going to ever see to deal with consciousness, because we deal with the future. And then we go back and we show you how we were ahead of this, but I'm going to show you some of this today. Okay? All right. So August the 12th is the Charlottesville thing. Please note that August the 11th, Nat Turner got his final vision of an eclipse and said, okay, it's time. So August 21st, 1933, this slide shows, because we still talking about Dick Gregory. There was an alien solar eclipse on August the 21st, man. The same eclipse 19 and August 21st that tomorrow in 2017 that you're going to see in the sky. Now, this one is it's annular, so it's not a total solar eclipse, but my point being, damn, Dick Gregory broke up out of here 2 days before the eclipse. Okay, so this is why I'm showing you dates that February the 10th and February the 11th, these are close to Abraham Lincoln's birthday, which is February the 12th. But Dick Gregory break out of here 2 days before the actual event. I keep telling y'all that a hurricane is a hurricane. Winds and rain is winds and rain. You don't have to wait for the center of the eye to get over you to say it's a hurricane. Once you get in that zone, you're in the zone, man. You're in the zone. So you think that, is it a coincidence that on the eve of the great American eclipse, Dick Gregory breaks up out of here? I'm telling you that this is a solar eclipse in 1933. He ain't even 1 year old yet. So this is like his second eclipse that he sees, in a sense, right? It happens on the same damn day that we about to witness. So Dick Gregory actually exit up out of here, bro, insists, He exits up out of here when these alignments are taking place because space is very intelligent. I keep telling you in the intro, let's open up your cosmic memory bank. Unfortunately, we have to swing down to earth with a shit stank because you don't understand. Okay? So you better ask yourself this question. How is it that Dick Gregory's physical body is responding to these eclipse points that was up and coming today or tomorrow and the ones that took place right a little after his birth? How is his body and his soul corresponding to that? Because that would technically mean, and I got to put it on you, that your body is a cosmic body, man. You got a cosmic space body, my dude, my woman. Facts. But nobody tells you this. But it's okay because it's my duty. So let's move on into something because tomorrow, August 21st, 2017, if you don't know, now you know, is a solar eclipse right here in the Leo constellation. So let me go into the future. Here is a slide of us on Stone Mountain. I put this particular information inside of the free eclipse information on the website, myastrologycoach.com. Shop tab, free downloads. Go right there. You'll get it for free. Okay. Here is Stone Mountain on the equinox, March 22nd through the 24th. Okay. Please note that the guy bending down with a lion mask on his head is Minister Jew. Okay. Now, I got a picture of the goddess Sekhmet right there in the middle because the pharaohs used to have to pay homage to the priests to set up the ceremony of Sekhmet before battle and after battle. So when you go to war, physical war, you have to invoke spiritual things. Hold on. Dick Gregory just told us that, wait a minute, the solution is inside of understanding the spirituality of Haiti. You can call it voodoo, but I like to call it the spiritual atoms that you don't see. This was the Nation of Islam who was coming and bringing you the science of cracking atoms. But do they even know? We know. I got the mother teachings. Okay. And that's a code. And some of you know what that is. And some of you don't. Now, the bottom half of the picture is Stone Mountain and it's cloudy. But now it's not cloudy when we finish doing the work. Why? Because the priesthood knows how to control the elements, baby. We know how to work with them. We know how to work with them. Clouds, be gone. Get out of here. Stone Mountain is the mountain that the KKK started on. Google it. Research it yourself. Okay? So this is March 22nd through the 24th. It's the equinox weekend. We in Stone Mountain. We in Atlanta. This is 2013. This is 4 years before tomorrow, your eclipse that you're going to be looking at. Okay? Facts. 4 years and 4 months. All right? 444, baby. Now, I'm showing you on this slide on 3/24/2013 when we on the mountain. Where's the moon? Up, it's right there in Leo. You understand? So this is Nat Turner's energy, because remember, and this is Dick Gregory's energy. This is tomorrow's energy. But in 2013, y'all ain't even thinking about this area of space. Y'all only up on this area of space because it's going to be an eclipse tomorrow. So you're responding. You're playing defense. You're responding to what the world is telling you what's happening. But I'm showing you we're already programming your outer space. Get to that webinar August 31st. We're already programming August 27th, rather. We're already programming the outer space. In this case, this is 2013. Again, I say it again, we're 4 years ahead of you dealing with KKK energy. So what happens? April the 30th of 2013, just a month after we leave, a petition surfaced. They want Stone Mountain Confederate carvings removed. You think it's a coincidence? Okay, I'm going to show you we did it again. So on 7/11, shout out to Beyonce, 7/11. Shout out to the Moors, 7/11. Shout out to my 7/11 convenience stores where you get the blunts and the beer. Shout out to the Dice Game, 7/11. You got to do something with it, man. You just can't let it be a figment of your imagination. You got to make 7-11 or any number that you see, 11-11, 12-12, whatever number you see, you have to make a physical vehicle out of it, man. That's why it's hunting you. It wants you to make something physical out of it. Not that you see it all the time. Do something with it. So 7-11, we do a stump off on Stone Mountain. Please note, my flyer has the KKK on it with Confederate flags on it. Now, we promoting this months before we get there, of course, because we want people to come through. So we put a target on the KKK's head because I'm coming at them spiritually, man. I'm using the science that Dick Gregory was talking about, okay? So 7-11 is the book release, Spiritual Wisdom for the 21st Century. You can get it on Amazon. And 7-12, that Sunday, we go to the mountain and we going to stomp them. So we get in town on the 10th, Friday. Saturday morning's the book signing. Sunday is the stump off. Look what happens. On 7-11, 2015, just to show you, Venus and Jupiter is in the same region of space that you're going to be looking at. The same region of space that this eclipse was taking place, dealing with this whole Nat Turner energy, dealing with Dick Gregory as well. I'm telling you what's going on, man. You understand it? Dick Gregory wasn't there yet. You weren't thinking about the solar eclipse yet. But we own this area of space dealing with Confederate KKK boys. Okay? So now we're 2 years ahead of you. All right? At this particular junction. So then on the 10th of July, a news story runs that Friday that we get in town. Confederate flag at Stone Mountain Park stolen. No, it wasn't stolen. That was the spirit world. God removed the flag. Or possibly sent a physical person to remove it. Either or. It always happens that way. That was just another divine sign. So how is it that we go in 2013, we dealing with energy in this lion area of space, and a petition surfaces 1 month later. We go back 2 years later in 2015, and then the following day, all of a sudden, the NAACP gets involved and says, yep, this stuff is coming down. Oh, I gave it up. I didn't even show that yet. The Confederate flag comes down. And then the NAACP that following Tuesday, July the 14th, right when we left on Sunday. Well, we left on Monday, but we was finished on Sunday. July 14th comes, they say, banish Confederate symbols from Stone Mountain. Take them down. Down. So General Lee is on here. So now the whole Charlotte's thing that's happening on the eve of the eclipse, the Charlottesville thing on the eve of the eclipse, is all about a petition to remove General Robert Lee. And then the KKK boys and neo-Nazi boys got salty and they wanted to have their own legal right to protest and have freedom of assembly and freedom of speech. Union soldiers who wasn't having it, i.e. majority of white folks, because black folks don't get their hands dirty because they too scared. Okay. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Because guess what? I'm not a frontline grunt either. A grunt is a Marine that runs in and say charge and they kill you and they fighting you. And when the bullets is flying at them, they don't care. They're the infantry division. Nope. I'd rather be a sniper. Thank you. I'd rather be a person flying a drone. All right. So anyway, NAACP decides to banish this joint. All right. I'm telling you, it's because we already programmed this area of space. All right. In my last slide, I'm just showing you, listen, man, I promise I ain't making this up. When we were in Atlanta that Saturday on 7-11, we had to go get some things printed up at Staples. And then we went over to Old Navy so I can get something to wear. I happened to come out and I got on my purple Aquarius shirt on. And then a lady is driving by and she has a magic party rental thing that she do, kids party, bouncy houses and stuff like that, called Aquarius Magic. And her joint is purple and I got my purple Aquarius shirt on. I'm like, yo, hold up. We tell her to stop. I'm gonna take a picture of this. This is God. Please deal with the mathematics that had to happen. I came from Denver to Atlanta. You know how much, like, I couldn't have went back and used the bathroom. She couldn't have missed a turn. She couldn't have missed a red light. She had to be in every single line. Everything had to be in perfect sequence for this to happen. Think about the mathematics of that happening. Ladies and gentlemen, the time we decided to go to the store, the time we checked out at another store, the mathematics is crazy. But this is how God works. So listen, man, salute to Dick Baba Gregory, who made his transition when the portal aligned. So his soul, I can tell you where his soul went. I can show you where his soul went, and maybe I'll show you in the webinar. Get to the webinar, man. myastrologycoach.com. Events tab. Webinar, Programming Your Outer Space. It's next week, Sunday at 12 noon Eastern. We're going to lock in and load in, man. Get to this particular webinar. You want the free stuff real fast? We're going to have a conference call tonight, August the 20th. All right. But you got to already be on the mailing list, man. But because we're going to have this free conference call about this eclipse and what we going to do as a group. All right. So you want to be on this call. It's going to be tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. I believe at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. So you want to make sure that you're on the mailing list. But to get the freebies, man, go to myastrologycoach.com. Click on the shop tab, free downloads, get the eclipse information and whatnot, because it's powerful. So get that. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you in peace.
Prophecy is what we all have to go by now.